Hello again so soon. Oh yes, and all or nothing with me. I tell you why I've done this one, because I just realised today is Equinox, 23rd of September. Equinox, apparently, without getting technical, because I don't understand it, it's a very technical, cosmic, astrological thing, or astronomy rather, where the southern and the northern hemispheres get the same amount of light for a very short time. It's actually, I think in other words, it means equal light. So it's a very important time, and I was thinking about it a few weeks ago, thinking, gosh, it's like the solstice. You know, the solstice is a big event in the spring, and the equinox is the autumn celebration, if you like. So I used to be very much into these things, not so much now, but I'm thinking, when is it going to be? I should have known. Today. Can you believe it? Yesterday, you know how I was struggling to get to a dentist. I was all day trying to make a decision. I'm no good at decisions, as you know. Well, you don't know, but I'm not very good at decisions. I was trying to think. And 3 times I rang to cancel it, and I couldn't do it. I thought, why can't I do this? So I had to do it, and I had to set off in my car, you know, as it has been repaired, set off on to park in a place that was nearest to a dentist. It's quite a stretch, not that long for anybody that's fit, but for me, you know, I think, should I take a walking stick? I won't give in to it, you see, and I should, because my balance is not good as a little old lady, and I've got a weird left knee that I should have put a thing on it. So I was struggling to get to the dentist down this little slope, and on the way back it was even worse. And a very kind man reached out from a doorway and pulled me up. I thought that was rather sweet. You know, I do have some very sweet helpers. I tend to forget them, and I must make a mental file and store them away, because I tend to grumble that people aren't being helpful enough, and they are. But every now and then somebody's really kind. So anyway, I struggled with all this. I didn't go round town. I'd love to have gone round town and gone to the vegetables and the market. Thought, no, I've got to come straight home, because that was enough, and it was enough. I got home straight to bed. And I thought, well, I've done it. I've overcome this. Well, I'm not sure it was the fear, but can I do it? Can't I do it? And it was difficult, but I did it. I asked for help, and God is my strength and power, and makes my way perfect. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I have all these things I say I'm driving along. Anyway, my legs didn't give way, and I made it, but today I'm paying the price. I was all right last night. I was up half a night watching a video, very good, a video on Netflix, and I think I eventually got to sleep about 5 o'clock. Tea and biscuits and this and that, and it's no good. You have to sleep, don't you? So anyway, this has gone a bit funny. Anyway, this morning it was about 7:30, 8 o'clock. I cannot describe. I'm just telling you this because you may have had, or you will have had something happening. Obviously, it's a very powerful time. I thought, is there a portal? Is there something going on at CME? There's all this stuff. I thought, no, there's something more than this, because I did think I was dying. I felt absolutely dreadful. I woke up and my whole body. Well, I can only describe it that every nerve in my body, every fibre was on fire. It was like I was shaking inwardly with this tremendous force that was coming through me, or whatever. I don't know what it was. I still don't know. But then I thought, gosh, something's happening. So I got a bit panicky, and I thought, should I call the doctor? You know, I was frightened. I don't know what it was. And of course, no good calling a doctor. What would they do? Tranquilizers. So I came in here and put on the internet and near Raphael, and Angel Raphael. Oh, if you get stuck, call on Raphael. He's an absolutely brilliant healer. And I just submitted. I said, just please help me through this. I don't know what it is. And I sat in this chair and I just went. I just submitted whatever, you know. And I just felt, maybe I left my body, I don't know, but he was about 10 minutes, quarter of an hour, and I felt calmer and was able to go back to bed, but I still felt very weird. I cannot describe it. It was the most weird feeling I've had in my whole life, I think. So anyway, I eventually went to sleep and got up about 10:30, I think, 11 o'clock. I wanted to go into town, get some fish from the fish man. I've got no tea, I've got nothing in, I've got no food in, because I've been so ill all week, I haven't got anything to eat. So I had to have Oh, I had fried egg and fried bread. I love fried bread. So I had that this morning. I'm thinking, well, I've got nothing for tea. I'll go out to the garage and get some quiche. They sell a certain kind of food, you know. And I went all the way out. Nearly got knocked over on the way out. Well, not knocked over. Nearly went into a car that was pulling out of a driveway. Everything happened. It always does, as I explained yesterday. Everything happens to me. Got to the garage and it was, I thought it was not bank holiday. There was some crazy, every cars were piling out for petrol. You couldn't park anywhere. And oh, I got into the garage. I hadn't got anything I wanted, so I came away again. But that's it. I've got nothing for tea. I don't know what we're going to have. I've got a very small deep freeze with nothing much in it. Well, I'll have to do without. I mean, I've got tins and stuff, but who wants tin curry? Ugh. So I've got one slice of bread. I've done a video on the last slice of bread. One slice of bread, hardly any milk, and that's it. You know, I've got eggs. I had egg this morning. Are you like this? Do you ever have? I'm usually very efficient, but you see, because I've been ill all week, and I used all the energy up yesterday, I can't go out again. So anyway, I'm so rabbiting. Anyway, I'm holding this because it's gone all peculiar. Something's happening. Anyway, so I logged on. Raphael helped me. I went back to bed. I thought, well, what can you do? You have to submit to this stuff. What can you do? You can't fight it. I didn't know what to do. I took an aconite for shock, and I had a drink of tea, and I thought, I've got to go back to bed. I just couldn't stand. I was. Anyway, just now, this is why I'm doing a video. Just now, I thought, let's see what was happening this morning. Equinox. Today, 23rd of September, Equinox is a very, very powerful time, cosmically, whatever, because you've got the spring solstice at the same time. They are the same sort of energies, and it's a powerful, powerful energy. So, in a way, I cheered. I thought, well, now I know what it is. I don't feel so afraid because I'm on my own here, you know, and I have no one to share these things with. And, you know, if I'd had someone say, what do you feel, you know, but you don't, you're on your own and you're having to work it all out in your head. I don't get answers. No one's telling me, oh, don't worry, you know, it's only equinox. No, always beings of light. Nobody can be bothered to tell me anything. So I've got to get it off the internet. So that's why I'm passing it on to you. What time is it? God, 7. Anyway, so I didn't get out this morning. I wanted to go back to bed. I'm sitting here thinking, how on earth am I going to get to this weekend? Every weekend's the same. It's a very lonely time for people on their own. So I don't know. I might get to Sainsbury's tomorrow. I might do something tomorrow in my little car if I'm well enough. So I just wanted to pass that on to you. I just been reading through my messages on my videos. It's a strange one there. Somebody said, nice to meet you on Friday. Do you know, I don't know, I can't remember meeting anybody on Friday. Do you know, have I told you the story about my disassociating? It's actually a mental illness, I think. I've been told that. Although it's an esoteric illness. It's where you just have different kind of sub-personalities and you leave every now and then and one takes over. Don't throw up your hands in horror. I'm a lot better than I was. And I think I read somewhere, why I'm telling you this I don't know, but I want to pass it on. The Arcturians talk about this. It's being, sometimes the soul chooses to have different personalities in one lifetime in order to clear past lives. Now that makes sense to me, because some of my sub-personalities aren't very nice. I think, God, who was that, you know? Although I don't know, you see. And when I was at home with my husband, I'm sure my daughter had to go through an awful lot, which is part of the problem, that I wasn't me. She doesn't know me. I was this peculiar woman half the time. And it is a scary thing to think that this is happening. And I could go on forever about the different situations I've been in. I think I told you the one about the chemist calling. They said, have we got your medicine here? And I didn't know I had any. Anyway, that's another video for another time. So, what was I going to tell you about? So I think you've seen the real one most of the time. And of course we all do slip in and out of different ourselves, don't we? With different people, we're different people. We're different. I think so, and we say things we don't remember and so forth. But this one, she said, "Nice to have met you on Friday," and I'm going to. I don't know who it was. I mean, to give somebody the YouTube address, it's got to be a fairly close conversation, hasn't it? Anyway, I won't go on about that now. I just wanted to pass on the Equinox energies that if some of you are feeling really, really weird, that's what it is, and it'll pass. It will pass, hopefully. We're starting to go to in the UK, northern hemisphere, into the cooler, darker nights. I don't like I like the autumn, the colours, and it's a very beautiful time, but when it gets into winter and you can't go out and so forth, there's not much colour around, is there? So anyway, that's it. I'm going to have a cup of tea now. I've got plenty of biscuits. Never short of biscuits. I'll find something. I think I've got some beans, my beans on toast or something. I won't starve. Every time I find something to eat, I think, oh, I'm not going to starve today. I get through. I mean, it's a story. I have written a book about my last 40 years, how I left my husband and went to a cold, miserable flat with all these students and no heat, no food. I should do a video on that because it is fascinating. So when I say to God, well, thank you, God. I've always survived. I have. I mean, this bungalow was free, as I said the other day. He's found this bungalow for me. It was just given to me. And I've never gone without food, not really. Never gone without nice clothes to wear. Never really gone cold. I have been near it, but I've managed to survive it. So I don't know how. I look back on my life and think, how have I done this? And I've been ripped off by thousands of pounds by family members, and that's another video. I should be in thousands. I lost an awful lot during that Twin Tower thing. All my savings, I lost that completely. I had to go bankrupt. So I really have managed with nothing at all. So I'm now rabbiting on. Being told to shut up. No, I'm not. I don't. I just get one thing leads to another, doesn't it? Anyway, dear ones, just take care, and if you feel wobbly, it'll pass. Get out into the fresh air, be earth, and do your stuff, and it will pass. Oh gosh. Take care. Bye for now.